Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Now, it's been a long time since I've uploaded on Charlo, since my fight with Harley, so I am sorry about that. YouTube hasn't been on top of my agenda, but I'm back. I want to bring you videos every now and then. I can't guarantee consistency, but I can guarantee as best the content as I can. Um, so we're going to be talking about Charlo and Brian Castaño. This was for the undisputed super welterweight, light middleweight title, um, 154, and it was a good fight. Do you know what? You look at fights, you look at Gatti Ward, you look at more recently possibly Sean Porter and Spence Chisora attack. All good fights, but I haven't seen fights that are good that involve a lot of intelligence, like I say, Gatti Ward was just instinct, and I regard as the best fight, one of the best fights of all time. But what I love about Charlo Castaño is that it was fought with so much intelligence, but it was still a cracking fight, and I love intelligent wars. It wasn't a war, don't get me wrong, but it was a cracking fight, and it was like a psychological war between the both. Charlo opted into boxing a back foot. Well, he had no choice. Castaño was pushing him to the ropes. And Castaño, known for his pressure fighting, high output style, can be a bit slower fought, but in this fight, this is the best Castaño we've ever seen, and he's properly. He knew this was a big fight. He knew this was an opportunity to put his name out there. Um, Obviously, he drew with Landy Lara back in 2019, I want to say. I can't remember how long ago it was. Start of 2019, I want to say. Came back with a few wins, whale on my torso. Well, that was a shoulder injury, wasn't it? And beat Patrick Teixeira, who was a weak champ. Let's be fair. In February. So like I said, he was known for his high output pressure style. But Burst is the best we've ever seen. He was actually faster of foot than we've ever seen. Defensively responsible in every attack. As soon as he was finished, his hands were back up in the defensive guard. Really being careful what comes back. And Charlo, I don't know, you you just outworked in this fight. Now I had a 115, 113 to Castaño, and some people could even say he was generous. I've known people who have as wide as 117, 111. Um, the majority, the consensus is a Castaño one. I felt Castaño won, although I thought towards the end there was a close enough fight where you could argue a draw out of it. I don't think you can argue Charlo win, but by no means is this a robbery. It was a close fight in my opinion, and it was an excellent high level fight. And Castaño, I'm not saying by no means I pick Castaño, but I knew he would give his best, and I knew he'd be a good fight for Charlo because I felt like Castaño was a little underrated. Coming into this fight, he was a outsider, and he beat a weak champ, which is fair enough. But just his style appeals to me, and I feel like he's a great fighter, and these two have really asserted themselves as two best super welterweights in the division. But you will have other people to claim to are. You'll have Tim Tszyu, Erickson Lubin, and I feel like Erickson Lubin can give both these guys a good fight. I feel like Erickson Lubin might fight Charlo in the near future. I know Brian Castaño has Tim Tszyu as his mandatory. it's a great division, a 154 division, and this is why when you look at our domestic super welters, because it's such a good division, I just don't think our domestic scene is strong enough to push on, you know. But this fight was brilliant. They scored 115, 113. Um, after 9 rounds, I had a 7-2 to be honest. With Charlo winning round 2 and round 5 off top of my head. Charlo hurt him in round 2 and he hurt him in round 10. But Castaño came back with a good round 11 to be fair. I've only watched it once, so maybe my scorecard would change more in Castaño's favour. But it was a hell of a fight, and I'd love to see a rematch. But like I say, you got Erickson, Lubin, Tim Su, top 154s. I mean, we've seen Lubin having a great win over Jason Rosario. So let me know who you want to see fight. I think 154 is a great division. You know, we have potentially guys from 147 coming up soon. So I think it's a great division. I've liked the 154 division throughout history, such as Felix Trinidad, Antonio Margarito had a little bit of 54. You know, we've had Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya up at 54. You know, 54 was always seen as the division where the welterweight guys would go and pick up a belt, and now it's kind of certified. It's kind of certified on its own merit now. I mean, these are 154 guys. These are not welterweights have come up. These are super welterweights, and you could argue most of them are shrink down middleweights. Castaño certainly not a shrink down middleweight, because throughout history the super and junior divisions didn't get recognition because it was the original 8 weight classes. So I feel like this division has got its own pedestal now. It's not just seen as a place where welterweights go up number one. It's like 140 as well. Super lightweight, you know, that is a great weight class. You go Ramirez, obviously the undisputed champion, Taylor, Prograis, Mikey Garcia floats around down there, you know. These super and junior classes are getting their own recognition now. Like they didn't used to, like it didn't used to in the back in the day, you know. Like 140 you had Chavez Jr., you had super middleweight having obviously Nigel Benn, Chris Eubank, and James Toney and Roy Jones back in the day. But I feel like now these are great weight classes, just apart from middleweights moving up to super middleweight or welterweights moving up to super welterweight. But like I said again, this was a great fight. I had a 7-5 to Castaño. I'd have to go and score again. Such a great fight. I'd recommend you guys go and watch this. Go and watch this one for the purists. It's a really enjoyable fight, and I really highly rate this fight actually. So let me know what you guys think. In the next video, I might do my own personal boxing highlights. But if you want to see anything else, let me know. Take care, guys. Peace.